Palia. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game. This is an MMO. Essentially, I mean, this title says it all. The love child between World of Warcraft and Animal Crossing. Now, we watch a lot of videos about other MMOs on this channel. This MMO is now, I believe, in beta. People are playing it currently. Not probably an MMO I'd ever play, but let's check it out and see what it's all about so far.
For the past month, many of my gaming hours every week have been dedicated not to action-packed fantasy adventures like Final Fantasy XVI, but to picking mushrooms, fishing, and crafting furniture.
It looks like Fortnite.
In the upcoming cozy MMO, Palia. Channeling the likes of Disney Dreamlight Valley's community building, Palia hopes to kick things up a notch by throwing players together in one big server and letting them loose to farm, hunt, and romance NPCs alongside one another.
Romance NPCs? The hell? Please ignore my mother when she makes a fuss over me. Okay. So is this a sex simulator? Fantasy sex simulator? Is that what this is?
One another. And from what I've played so far, that premise has enormous potential. I never knew that I wanted to catch bugs and go fishing with my buddies in an online cozy game instead of fighting alongside them in a battle royale. But here we are. Palia's got me hooked.
Oh yeah, this looks like Fortnite.
If you aren't familiar with the genre, cozy games are recognizable for their slower pace, emphasis on homemaking, and social links, with notable entries including Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Most don't have combat or fail states of any kind, instead putting calmer activities like gardening, fishing, cooking, crafting, and decorating front and center.
Could you go into somebody else's garden and fuck it up? That's what I want to know. Because that, me and my cousins, we used to play Animal Crossing. You know, who didn't play Animal Crossing back, the original? And one thing we used to do to fuck around with each other is you could do stuff in the game. And when you'd log out and save, if your buddy logged in on the same, whatever the hell it was called, I don't know if it was a server or what, you used to be able to have 4 houses in a neighborhood. If they logged in the same city or whatever, or zone, they could see some things that you did. So one thing we used to always do is if like one of my cousins went and planted flowers or something, I'd take my shovel and just shovel it out. And I just fuck up everything in their yard. Sometimes I'd even shovel in the front of their house or around their house, just put little holes everywhere, and they would stay there. And then they would log in and have to get their shovel out and fill all the holes in to get back into their house. We always did shit like that to each other. So I don't know if you'd be able to like go around and fuck up people's gardens in this game, because then I'd be interested in playing. I'd just be a menace to society.
While many games in the genre have only limited multiplayer components or are strictly single player.
Yeah, or you'd like go fishing a bunch of times and then go inside their home and then just drop all the fish in their house, so it makes fish tanks everywhere and they can't get around. They have to pick up all the fish to get shit done.
The upcoming Palia reimagines the formula as a massively multiplayer online game where social interaction and real-world cooperation is at the heart of things. You'll be able to see and interact with other players out in the world, and even help out with things like hunting or mining for raw materials like copper. All of the basic multiplayer functionality you'd expect to find in Animal Crossing are accounted for, and I was able to do everything from visit friends at their own homestead to send items via mail to assist others with their cozy undertakings. But where Palia sets itself apart is with joint activities that make clever use of the multiplayer nature of an MMO, like when I wanted to cook an advanced recipe that had multiple steps that needed to be performed in a short window of time, which required an extra pair of hands, or 2.
Oh, damn.
Multiplayer is baked into literally every aspect of Palia. Hunting was a whole lot easier when I had multiple bows trained on my prey. And fishing was way more beneficial in groups due to fishing buffs I'd get when casting out with friends.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
There's even some essential items that could only be acquired when working together, like magic-infused trees that regenerate their health faster than I was able to reduce it with an axe, at least alone.
You gotta chop them down together.
Naturally, Palia also has tons of social links and dating sim mechanics baked into it, with a decent range of romance
sim mechanics? What
options available, from the suave and stylish Gel to the cranky and sarcastic Kenyatta. I also
romance options. What kind of kinky shit are people into? So they romance the NPCs? This is like a real thing? Need a dating sim in WoW, to be honest? Yeah. I would just join the Scarlet Monastery and become a white mane simp. if this existed in WoW, to be honest. But I didn't know this. This is a whole new world for me. I've never been exposed to this kind of stuff. I don't know what this is about. But I guess you can romance up the NPCs.
Had plenty of opportunities for non-romantic friendships with the likes of Badru, a dad joke slinging farmer, and a very polite automaton named Hekla. The cast of characters so far
the art
has
style's
been
pretty
great,
cool.
with plenty of lovable folks to spend your time with, each with their own quest lines that help you get to know them better. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be any attempt to add social link elements between players, though, at least for now, which does seem to run counter to the game's MMO premise. I thought that hanging out with specific players or fulfilling one another's item requests would rank up player-to-player relationships, but it didn't. Here's hoping that gets added at some point, because that would take the multiplayer component to a whole new level. I've already spent more time than I care to admit running around Palia during the alpha period, and plan on spending many more in the beta, which just launched today. If you see me catching grasshoppers and hang gliding around town, feel free to stop and say hello. For something completely
they got like the
different,
Fortnite
check
emote.
out
There's a
our
lot of
previews
Fortnite
of
shit in here.
Blasphemous 2 and EA Sports FC 24. And for everything else, keep improving your social links with IGN.
Interesting. Will I be playing it? Probably not. Probably not. Will I be simping over NPCs? Probably not. But it is an MMO, and one that I figure is worth checking out, some video content on, because it is in beta, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to play it. A lot of people love this cozy game genre. I bet it's going to be popular, just like that Disney one currently is. But anyways, that's Palia. Check it out if you guys are interested in having sex with NPCs.